the year against the Stockton Tigers, also looking for their first win of the season. If you're just joining us this evening, the Smith Center Lady Red defeated the Stockton Lady Tigers in our first featured matchup of the night by a score of 71-24. The Tigers again 0-6 on the year, as their last game was a 72-6 loss to the TMP Monarchs, as they're on a 6-game losing streak, but they have won the last 3 meetings against the Smith Center Redmen, as they are 11-9 against the Redmen in the last 20 matchups. The Redmen, their last win came back in 2019, a 55-53 victory over the Stockton Tigers in that one. For the Tigers, the most points they've scored this year is 17 points. The fewest is 6 points. Again, that came against TNP just before Christmas break. The most they have given up this year is 75. The fewest is 57. For the Redmen, 0-5 on the year under first-year head coach Alex Hobelman, but the Redmen did show promise in that final game against the Oakley Plainsmen that was tied at the end of the third quarter. As we went into the fourth quarter, it was just too much of the Plainsmen in that fourth quarter. They were able to pull away late and win that game 47-34. The Redmen on a 5-game losing streak, and again, they have lost the last 3 meetings against the Stockton Tigers. The most the Redmen have scored this year is 49. The fewest is 24. The most they've given up is 61, and the fewest is 44. The Redmen are led by Wyatt Overmiller. He's averaging 6.7 points per game. Benji Carr is at 7.2 points per game. Jake Sass at 5.2 points per game. And Tegan McKenzie at 6.8 points per game. Tegan's also averaging double-digit rebounds, right at 10 rebounds per game. Jake Sass at 7.2 rebounds per game. Looks like Overmiller also at 4.2 rebounds per game. The Redmen are shooting 35% from the field, 22% from beyond the arc, 49% from the free throw line. They're averaging 30.6 rebounds per game, just 5 assists, 3.4 steals, 4.6 blocks, and 19.6 turnovers. The Redmen, again, led by Tegan McKenzie inside in the blocking department, and he had a big night in the Amos Morris Classic. He finished with a triple-double with 10 blocks in that one ball game. Looking at our starting lineups tonight for the Stockton Tigers, they will be starting number 2, a 5'5" junior, Hayden Hillbrink. The number 4, 6'1" sophomore, Jack Gasper. Number 12, a 6' junior, Max Moffitt. Number 32, a 5'10" senior, Skylar King. And number 40, a 5'7" sophomore, Ryan Mojo. The Tigers are 0-6 on the year, head coached by Don Moffitt. They're averaging 11.3 points per game, giving up 66.8 points per game. For the Smith Center Redmen, they will start number 3, a 5'11" senior, Tarek Kelch. Number 10, a 5'11" junior, Wyatt Overmiller. Number 23, a 5'11" junior, Benji Carr. Number 24, a 6'2" senior, Jake Sass. And number 34, a 6'4" junior, Tegan McKenzie. The Redmen 0-5 on the year, led by head coach Alex Hobelman. They are averaging 37.4 points per game, giving up 51.4 points per game. The Tigers in their road blue jerseys with the white numbers and the white trim. The Redmen in those home white jerseys, red numbers and the green trim. As we get set here, the Tigers out there, it will be Gasper in the center circle, listed as a 6'1" sophomore. Tegan McKenzie will do the honors for the Redmen as Coach Hobelman gives them their final words of wisdom. Tegan steps into the center circle for the Redmen. Again, the Redmen will go right to left on your radio dial to start the ball game. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. As we are just about set. There's the whistle. The ball is up. Tegan wins the tip to Overmiller. Quickly ahead to Couch. Layup. Good. So the Redmen start out hot here, 2-0. 7:50 left to go in the first quarter. Overmiller comes away with the steal. His layup is up, and it rolls all the way around and good. 4-0. The Redmen lead early as the Tigers break the press this time. Gasper ahead to King. King left baseline shot, no good. Rebound underneath by Kelch. Tarek leads the break now for the Redmen. Kelch all the way down to the left wing to Carr. So resets the offense, tipped out and stolen away by the Tigers. That's Hillbrink on the steal. His layup is good. Count the basket. Hillbrink led to the line for an and 1. First team foul on the Redmen, and that'll be the first on Benji Carr. Well, they're going to say the foul was on the floor, so take Hillbrink's 2 points off the board as it's still 4-0. Mojo looks to inbound, does so to King, left corner, three's on its way, off the glass, no good, rebound ripped down by Tegan McKenzie. His first of the ball game. Again, he's averaging 10 rebounds a game. 7:10 left to go in the first quarter. The Redmen out early, 4-0 over the Stockton Tigers here in this boys varsity matchup. Carr looks inside for Overmiller, just behind him on the pass. A good look, just missed him just behind there, so turnover on the Redmen, their second. Mojo to inbound, full court pressure by the Redmen. Hillbrink gets the inbounds pass. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Hillbrink passes it ahead, stolen away by Overmiller. His second steal already. Second Stockton turnover. Kelch has it left wing. Skip pass to Overmiller, right corner. Overmiller, one dribble, inside, stolen away by King. Third turnover of the ball game for the Redmen. They lead 4-0, 6:35 left to go in the first quarter. Mojo calls out the offense. He's between the circles, picked up by Jake Sass. Mojo on the dribble, one-handed pass to Gasper. Gasper drives in, shot over McKenzie, no good. Rebounded backside by Benji Carr. Benji leads the break, looks ahead for Sass at the left wing. Jake drives all the way in, left block up and good.
Basket by Jake Sass.
Sass has his first 2 points of the ball game, and it makes it 6-0. So center with the lead, 6:10 left to go. Gasper gets it stolen away by Carr. His first steal of the ball game, third Tiger turnover. Kelch has it left wing, one dribble, skip pass to Carr, right wing. Benji looks in, skip pass back to Kelch, left wing. Tarek puts up the three, and it's good. Tarek's got 5 points, and it's now 9-0 as Kelch comes away with the steal. Layup good. 7 points for Tarek Kelch as he's got 7 of the 11, and a timeout going to be called by the Stockton Tigers. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA.
And next up, channel 165, this is the Redmen YouTube channel. Thanks for everyone who pointed out the sound was off on the girls' game. Unfortunately, I didn't look at my clock at my watch until it was pretty late in the game. So thank you, everybody. I'll try to make sure that that's plugged in next time, because even though I think it is, sometimes it ain't. I'd like to thank our sponsor. If you'd like to be a sponsor, you can send money to Smith Center Junior Senior High School, 300 Roger Bart away, Smith Center, Kansas. We'll put your money to good use. So go Redmen, go Lady Red.
5:42 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Redmen lead 11-0 over the Stockton Tigers. Mojo has it inside for King, tipped out by Carr. It will remain a Tiger basketball. 5:34 left to go in the first quarter. Again, 11-0. Tarek Kelch with a big first quarter so far, already with 7 points. Mojo looks inbound for the Tigers, goes out front to Moffitt. Moffitt passes it over to Hillbrink, and that one gets stuck there in the cleavage as Tegan goes and tips that one out. So jump ball call, and that ball gets stuck there, so it should be, no, they're going to say. Yeah, there we go. Now they're correcting that. As I say, it should be a jump ball when it gets stuck like that, and the possession arrow is in the favor of Stockton. So Mojo will inbound the basketball yet again underneath his own basket. Does so to Moffitt. Left corner three, too hard, no good. Rebounded backside by Jake Sass. Hands it off to Carr. Benji brings it up the court. Top the key, left wing to Overmiller. Wyatt thought about the three, drives in, finds Kelch in the paint. Splits the defense off the glass and good. Tarek's already got 9. And the Redmen lead 13-0. 5:10 left to go in the first quarter. Mojo brings it up the court ahead to Moffitt. They find Gasper in the center circle, around it to Hillbrink left side. Hillbrink on the dribble, out front to Mojo. Mojo back it down to King. King going to drive in, and he's going to be fouled. This will be the second team foul on the Redmen. And the foul's on Wyatt Overmiller, his first. Davion Orr and Ian Doan into the ballgame for the Redmen. Tarek Kelch and Benji Carr both take a seat. 4:55 left to go in the first quarter, 13-0. The Smith Center Redmen lead early here against Stockton. Mojo inbounds, Moffitt for three. That one's off the back of the iron, no good. Again, rebounded by Sass. Jake hands it off ahead to Wyatt Overmiller. Overmiller left wing to Orr. Davion on the dribble, top of the key, picks it up now to McKenzie in the left wing. Inside for Sass. Jake saves it from going out of bounds. Now to Orr, right corner, long two, no good. Rebound ripped down by McKenzie, puts it back up, no good. Again, rebound put back by Orr, no good. Rebound by Jake Sass, it's good. Jake has 4 points as the ball goes out of bounds. 5th turnover of the quarter by the Stockton Tigers. 4:19 left to go in the first. It's 15-0. The Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers here in this boys varsity matchup. Overmiller to Doan, left wing. Down to the left corner to Sass. They look inside for McKenzie. Back out to Doan, around to Orr, right or top of the key. Back to Doan, left wing. Out to Overmiller. Overmiller down to the baseline. Right baseline jumper, no good. Rebound put back by Doan. Good. Doan now has his first points of the ball game. 17-0. The Smith Center Redmen lead. 3:50 left to go. Orr comes away with the steal. Drives in, left block, fade away, no good. Rebound, fought for. Sass comes away with another offensive rebound. Another putback is good. 19-0. The Redmen lead grows with 3:35 left to go in the first quarter. King has it for the Tigers. Down to the left baseline, tipped out into the hands of Hillbrink. Out front to Mojo. Fires up a deep three off, no good. Rebound by Gasper. Tipped out and stolen away by Overmiller. Overmiller drives in, and he's going to be fouled. Fouls on Mojo, his first personal foul, first Tiger team foul. Sends Wyatt Overmiller to the free throw line to try to extend this Redmen lead, and 19-0 is what the Redmen lead by right now with 3:17 left to go in the first. Wyatt misses the first one. Overmiller getting set for the second one now. On its way, that one good. Overmiller now with 3 points. And the Redmen lead by 20-0 with 3:15 left to go in the first quarter. Mojo pushes it up, trying to break the press of the Redmen. Moffitt to Gasper. Nice work that time by the Tigers to break the press. Hillbrink fires up the three. It's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Redmen. And now they're going to say last touch by the Tigers, so they switch it. 3:04 left to go in the first quarter. Smith Center leads by 20-0 over the Stockton Tigers. Doan brings it up the court for the Redmen. Right to left on your radio dial, down to the right wing. Working, finds Overmiller, top of the key. Wyatt pump fakes, drives in, left elbow jumper, just off. No good, rebounded by Gasper. Nice pump fake by Overmiller. Just couldn't quite get that ball to fall through the net that time. Mojo brings it left to right on your radio dial for the Tigers. 2:40 left to go in the first quarter, 20-0. The Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers as Mojo takes it all the way to the rack. Blocked by McKenzie, rebounded by McKenzie. Teagan leads the break, asks Overmiller to come get it. Wyatt does, now brings it up the court. Down to the right wing to Doan. Down to the right corner to McKenzie. They look inside, skip pass to Overmiller. Wyatt kicks it inside for Doan. Doan, a runner off the glass, no good, and a foul going to be called.
Fouls on number 40, Ryan Mojo, second personal.
Second team foul on the Stockton Tigers. Ryan Mojo picks up his second personal foul. As Benji Carr and Tarek Kelch both get set to come back into the ball game for the Redmen. Looks like Zach Young going to get set to come in for the Tigers. Doan, let's see. And decide if this was on the ground or in the act of shooting. Looks like we're ready to go now. Ian will shoot two. He's got 2 points in the ball game, and now make it 3. Again, Benji Carr and Tarek Kelch back in. Jake Sass and Wyatt Overmiller both take a seat. Ryan Mojo takes a seat with those 2 fouls. And Zach Young into the ball game. He's a 5'9" junior for the Tigers. Doan getting set for his second one. On its way. That one good as well. Ian's got 4 points. And the Redmen now lead at 22-0 with 2:14 left to go in the first quarter. Hillbrink to Gasper. Ahead and stolen away by Benji Carr. His second steal of the ball game. Benji leads the break. Layup. Count the basket. Bench is headed to the line for an and one. Carr gets his first points of the ball game. It's a layup, and he's got an and one attempt. That foul's on Jack Gasper, his first personal foul.
13th foul. The line to shoot one, Benji Carr.
Carr will head to the free throw line. The and one attempt is no good, and a foul going to be called. Fouls on Tegan McKenzie, his first. Third, a Redmen team foul.
13 foul.
So the Tigers will inbound, working against full court press of the Redmen. Tigers trying to break the press. And it's stolen away by McKenzie. Tegan, Euro step around. Good. Tegan has his first points of the ball game. That's the 8th turnover of the first quarter for the Tigers. Gasper has it. Now to Young. Zach Young brings it up. Down to the right wing to Moffitt. Moffitt inside for Gasper. Back out to Moffitt. Stolen away by Doan. Doan now brings it up the court for the Redmen. A minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. Forward to McKenzie in the left corner. Inside for Carr. Benji goes to work at the left block. Turnaround hook shot, no good. Doan saves it in. Bounces it off of a Tiger. Nice work by Ian Doan. Good heads-up play. Bounces off of the Tigers. He's going out of bounds, and it will remain Redmen basketball. Ian will inbound with a minute 19 left to go in the first quarter, and the Redmen leading 26-0. Doan to inbound, finds McKenzie. Tegan goes up and gets the two. He's got 4 points, and the Redmen now lead 28-0. A minute 10 left to go in the first quarter. Jake Sassawide over Miller head to the scores table for the Redmen. They'll come in next dead ball situation. Moffitt has it, directs traffic between the circles. Down to the left wing, King, stolen away by Doan. Doan on the fast break, and he's going to be fouled. 10th team foul on the 10th turnover by the Tigers. Fouls on Zach Young, his first personal foul. 4th Tiger team foul. McKenzie and Orr both take his seat. 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Doan inbounds to Overmiller. Inside for Sass. Jake drives in, and he's going to get called for the charge. Lowered his shoulder, gets called for the charge. His first personal, 4th Redmen team foul. 28-0. The Smith Center Redmen lead. 50.8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Young will inbound for the Tigers. Does so to Moffitt. Moffitt up the court now between the circles. 45 seconds left. Hillbrink back out front to Moffitt around the Young right wing. Back out front to Moffitt. Inside for Gasper. To Young. Young shot is up too hard. No good. Rebound by Gasper. And then stolen away by Jake Sass. Doan has it. Down to the left wing to Kelch. Kelch looks inside. Skip past the Doan right wing. Ian drives in right baseline. Shot no good. Rebounded by Carr. Benji then gets it stolen away by Hillbrink. Hillbrink's second steal. 6 seconds left. Moffitt up the court between the circles. Down to Hillbrink. 2 seconds left. Hillbrink shot up and no good. And the Redmen lead 28-0. After quarter number 1. You're listening to Redmen basketball on KQMA.
And on Next Tech Channel 165 on the Smith Center Redmen YouTube channel, I'd like to thank our sponsors, some of who are Dennis and Judy Schmidt, Ray and Karina Airstate, Mike and Becky Isom, Carol Ruth Curtis Living Trust, Buck Snow Shack, Greg and Timber Frank, Mike and Diana Rice, David Denise, Dakota Dominic Kettenberg, Philip and Jessica Weltmer, Kitten and Deb Weltmer, Gerald and Jana Bouclair, Dave and Susie Hudson, and of course Donna Dentz. We'll be in Ellis on Friday for the girls and the boys games. So we're going to be trying to stream from there. Plus, boys will be going to Norton on Saturday. pro wrestling match over there at Norton, so hopefully they'll have that on the streamer there at the Norton channel. So hope you like what you're watching. If you do, you can send money to Smith Center Junior Senior High School, 300 Roger Barter Way, Smith Center, Kansas, 66967. I'd like to thank Justin Ray for all he does for us and all the talking thing that he does to make good things happen here for Redman and Lady Red. And I'd like to thank Paul for helping out here running the camera. I'm Alan Donovan. We're back in action.
Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers 28-0 after quarter number 1. It's Benji Carr along with Tarek Kelch. Looks like a Wyatt Overmiller, Tegan McKenzie, and Jake Sass for the Redmen, as it is Redmen basketball to start the second quarter. Sass skip past the Kelch. Tarek drives in, gets tripped up. 15 foul on the Tigers. As Zach Young is out there along with Jack Gasper. Foul is on Skylar King, his first personal foul. Looks like Max Moffitt out there. Also Hayden Hillbrink out there for the Tigers. Overmiller to inbound, does so to Sass, and Jake can't quite control it, goes out of bounds last touch. They're going to say by the Redmen. Fifth team turnover, I should say, for the Redmen. 7:49 left to go in the first half. It's 28-0. Smith Center leads. The Smith Center girls led 28-2 after the first quarter over the Stockton Lady Tigers in the girls varsity matchup. Young has it out front to Moffitt. Tigers with the basketball, looking for the first points of the ball game. Young has it, tipped out, saved in. No, they're going to say that Tarek stepped out of bounds. Nice effort, though, by Tarek Kelch. Got his hands on it, dove for it, tried to save it from going out of bounds. Couldn't quite save it, but will be Tiger basketball as Zach Young will inbound in front of the Redmen bench. Does so to Max Moffitt. Moffitt back to Young. Young looking inside, back to Moffitt. Out front to Young. They kick it down to Hillbrink, left corner three. Too hard, no good. Rebound backside, Tarek Kelch. Tarek brings it up the court. Left wing to Carr. Benji on the dribble. Skip pass to Kelch, right wing. Down to the right corner to Sass. Sass looks inside, finds McKenzie. Tegan finds Overmiller, cutting towards the basket. It's up and good. Wyatt's got 5 points now, and it's 30-0. The Smith Center Redmen lead with 6:53 left to go in the first half. Moffitt out front to the right wing to Young. Back out front to Moffitt. Moffitt looking. Back to Young, right wing, stolen away by Kelch. Tarek's got 2 steals now. 12th turnover of the game for the Tigers. Inside for McKenzie. Shot is up and good. Tarek's got his first assist. Tegan has 6 points and a timeout by the Stockton Tigers. A full timeout. We'll take it with them. With the Redmen up 32-0. You're listening to Redmen basketball on KQMA.
And our next tech channel 165 is the Smith Center Redmen YouTube channel. Don't forget, boys and girls, out to the Redman Lady Redland, you're going to have to go back to school tomorrow. I remember that one year when right after the New Year's we had a big snowstorm and people didn't go back to school for 4 days after the days they're supposed to go. But that was a long time ago and land far away. My kids were much younger then. So if you can, come on out and enjoy a basketball game. It's like kind of nice just to have you come out here and watch the game in person and you root for the Lady Red and Redmen. So anytime you're available, just jump on your car and fly up here. We'll try to keep things on the internet and try to remember to check the sound next time. Because even though I assume it's on, for some reason this just goes off. So go Redmen, go Lady Red.
Here from Stoddard Family Court inside Smith Center High School, Jesse Ray with you. The Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers here in the boys varsity matchup, 32-0. King drives in, a shot off to the right, no good. Rebounded by Benji Carr. Great take though by Skylar King for the Tigers. Ball just wouldn't fall for him that time. As Carr brings it up the court to Overmiller right side. Overmiller back to Carr left side. Benji down to the left corner to Sass. Sass back to Carr. They just missed Overmiller cutting into the paint. As Kelch has it down to the left wing to Carr. They look inside for McKenzie. Down to the left corner to Sass. Sass looking inside, gets it to Tegan at the left baseline. Backside pass for Kelch, tipped out of bounds. Good defensive effort that time by Skylar King. Tipped that one out of bounds, and it will remain a Redmen basketball. 5:57 left to go in the first half. Smith Center up 32-0. McKenzie gets the inbounds pass, tipped out by Skylar King. That is the 6th turnover. King on the fast break. His layup is no good. Rebounded by McKenzie, out of bounds as the Redmen, that was Kelch and Sass, heading to try to stop Skylar King's layup attempt, and Tarek holding that left ankle. Slow to get up, is able to get up, trying to walk it off, but Coach Hobelman going to bring him out, and Davion Orr comes into the ball game. Hopefully everything's all right with Tarek. He's had a heck of a game, and I'd hate to see him miss any time here in his senior campaign, as they're going to take a look at that ankle. As again, Sass and Kelch both trying to stop King's layup attempt, and they both went into the wall behind the basket. So they take a look at Tarek. We'll hope everything is all right with him. Just maybe tweak that ankle a little bit. As Hillbrink gets the basketball to Gasper at the free throw line. Backside pass Moffitt, left wing three, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it will be Redmen basketball. (32-0). The Smith Center Redmen lead. 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Carr to Sass. Inside for Overmiller. Left block shot for Wyatt. No good. Gets his own rebound, though. Now to Sass. Back to Overmiller. And a foul going to be called on the Tigers. Their 16th foul. Fouls on Hillbrink. His first personal foul. 5:19 left to go in the first half. Smith Center's boys leading the Stockton boys here in this varsity matchup. As Sass gets the inbounds pass. Shot is up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Put back again. No good. But he'll head to the free throw line as he was fouled. Unofficially the 5th rebound of the ball game for the senior. As Jake heads to the free throw line. Fouls on Zach Young, his second. 5:15 left to go. Brian Mojo heads to the scorer's table for the Tigers. Caden Weltmer in for the Redmen. Sass, first one off the back of the iron, no good. Ken Ryan Mojo comes back in. Zach Young going to take a seat. Weltmer will come in for Sass after the free throw. Second one for Jake is good. Jake has 7 points now. Go along with his 5 rebounds. So Sass takes his seat. Weltmer comes in. (33-0). The Smith Center Redmen lead. 5:08 left to go in the first half. Mojo has it for the Stockton Tigers around left side to Moffitt. Moffitt looking in. Down to the left corner to Hillbrink. Back out to Moffitt. Out front to Mojo. Fires up a three, rolls out, no good. Rebound by Gasper, and Weltmer going to get called for the foul. First personal, 15th foul. Gasper heads to the free throw line, trying to get the Tigers on the board. 4:54 left to go in the first half. 33-0. Gasper getting set for the first one. It's off and hits hard, but it falls in. So there's the first point of the ballgame for the Stockton Tigers. It's 33-1. 4:54 left to go in the first half. Gasper's second one left that one short. Rebound ripped down by Weltmer. That'll be the 8th team foul on the Stockton Tigers as Caden will head down to take the long trip down to the other end. That foul's on Skylar King, his second personal foul. Caden Weltmer at the other end and will shoot 1-1. Jackson Dunlap gets set to come into the ball game for the Stockton Tigers. And King going to take a seat with those 2 fouls. Weltmer getting set for the first end of the 1-1. And it's no good. Rebounded by Tegan McKenzie. Power dribble, turnaround shot for McKenzie, no good. Rebound put back by Weltmer's good. Caden's got his first 2 points of the ball game. Mason Enoch's getting set to come in for the Redmen. 35-1 as Overmiller just about came away with the steal. Dunlap has it left elbow, kicks it back out front to Moffitt. Just under 4.5 to go in the first half. Smith Center leads 35-1. Mojo on the dribble, down to the right wing, working against Davion Orr. Picks up his dribble out front to Moffitt, down to the left corner. Hillbrink thought about the three. Weltmer able to close out quickly. Dunlap now to Mojo, top of the key. Down to the right corner to Hillbrink. Back out front to Mojo. He's again on the drive. Runner, good. 35-3, the Smith Center Redmen lead. 3:55 left to go in the first half. Or to the left wing to Carr. Inside for McKenzie. Tipped out and stolen away by Mojo. 7th turnover of the game for the Redmen. Mojo has it. Between the circles, down to the left wing to Moffitt, down to the left corner to Hillbrink, inside for Dunlap, out front for Mojo, pump fakes. He's on the dribble. Goes to the left side to Moffitt, inside for Dunlap, back out front for Mojo. Mojo, runner from the free throw line, that one rolls out, rebounded by Carr, his 4th rebound. Benji leads the break with 3:20 left to go in the first half. Down to the right wing, over Miller for 3, left it short, no good. Rebound ripped out by Tegan McKenzie, and a jump ball going to be called as Moffitt got his hands on it. As Enix and Doan come into the ball game. And Tegan McKenzie and Benji Carr both take a seat. .313 left to go in the first half. 35-3. The Smith Center Redmen lead. The Stockton Tigers here in this boys varsity matchup. Moffitt to Dunlap. Out front to Mojo. Mojo looking, finds Dunlap. Quick trigger, left block or left elbow, good. That makes it a 30-point ball game. 35-5. 2:45 left to go in the first half. Doan out front to Orr, around to Overmiller, right wing. Overmiller back out front to Orr. That's went around to Doan, left wing. Doan on the dribble, bounce pass to Enix in the left corner. Enix bounce pass inside for Doan, takes it to the rack, no good. Rebound fought for, and Dunlap comes away with the rebound. Mojo brings it up the court, left to right on your radio dial for the Tigers. 2:20 left to go in the first half. Kicks out to Moffitt, right side. Out front goes the basketball to Mojo. Back to Moffitt, right side. Directs traffic to Mojo, top of the key between the circles. Couple dribbles, tipped out by Davion Orr. Davion comes away with his 2nd steal. Layup is good. Davion's got his first points of the ball game. 2nd steal of the game, and the Redmen now go back up by 32, 37-5. Minute 55 left to go here in this first half. Moffitt drives down, lost his footing, kept his dribble though. Now it's tipped out and stolen away by Ian Doan, his 3rd steal. He'll drive in and get fouled.
Fouls on number 12, Max Moffitt. First personal.
9th team foul. First on Max Moffitt. Minute 44 left to go in the first half. The Smith Center Redmen lead by 32, 37-5. Doan getting set for the first one. On its way. Good. Ian's now got 5 points. And it's 38-5 with a minute 44 left to go in the first half. Doan's second one good as well. Ian's got 6 points now. And the Redmen lead 39-5 with a minute 43 left to go in the first half. Max Moffitt brings it up the court for the Tigers. Left to right on your radio dial. Inside for Gasper. Stolen away by Davion Orr. His 3rd steal. Orr down to the left wing. Skip pass to Doan. Doan drives inside. Splits the defense off the glass and good. Ian's now got 8 points, 4 of which have come here in the second quarter. 41-5, a minute 18 left to go in the first half. Smith Center leading the Stockton Tigers. They drive inside and a foul going to be called. That was Hillbrink on the drive. That's a 16th foul on the Redmen. Fouls on Ian Doan, his first personal foul. Foul is on the floor, so Ryan Mojo will inbound the basketball for the Tigers. Mojo gets the basketball into Hillbrink, left corner 3, no good. Rebounded backside by Doan. Ian quickly up the court. Drives in, kicks out, Orr wide open, left wing 3, good. Davion has his first 3-pointer of the ball game. He's got 5 points here in the second quarter, and the Redmen lead 44-5. 47 seconds left to go in this first half. And Mojo has the basketball. Top of the key, tipped out and stolen away by Davion. His 3rd steal here in the second quarter. 16th turnover of the ball game, and then the Redmen turn the ball over. That's 3rd and 8th turnover of the ball game. Mojo will inbound yet again for the Tigers. 37 seconds left to go in the first half. 44-5, the Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers. Moffitt has it out front and tried to find Dunlap. Ball goes out of bounds. Unofficially, the 17th turnover of the ball game for the Stockton Tigers. 31 seconds left to go in the first half. 44-5, the Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers. Orr has it left wing down to Enix in the left corner. Enix looking, goes out, and it's going to be tipped in by Hillbrink, and nobody touched it for the Redmen. So, 18th turnover. Well, not really turnover by the Tigers. They just happened to touch it as it was a loose ball. 15 seconds left. The Redmen lead a 44-5. Doan has the top of the key around to the left wing to Orr, down to the left corner to Enix. Enix drives the baseline, left block up and no good. Rebound fought for. Weltmer gets it, put back no good. Enix gets it, put back no good. Overmiller gets it to Orr at the buzzer, no good. So with that, it's 44-5. The Smith Center Redmen lead at halftime. You're listening to Redmen basketball on KQMA.
And the boys are going to dance tonight, so it should be a fun, exciting time here. Yep. So we're looking forward to this. Cheerleader's been working with them to see how well they dance, and the dancing team's been working with them, so we'll see how this turns out. So I'll turn up my microphone here.
Here are your Smith Center High School boy dancers. Freshmen, Braxton Carr, Carson Montgomery, Jacoby Dullman, Parker Hutchinson, juniors Jason Davian, co-captain Luke Franklin, co-captain Eli Franklin, senior captain Bentley Montgomery. Choreographed by senior Adrian Hopkins and Kaylee Sullivan.
Back to Smith Center High School, and the Stoddard family court has the Smith Center Redmen lead heading into the second half, 44-5 over the Stockton Tigers. Get a quick rundown for you. 5 points for Davion Orr, 9 for Tarek Kelch, 8 for Ian Doan, 5 for Wyatt Overmiller, 2 for Benji Carr, 7 for Jake Sass, 2 for Caden Weltmer, and 6 for Tegan McKenzie. For the Stockton Tigers, 1 point for Jack Gasper, 2 points for Ryan Mojo, and 2 points for Jackson Dunlap. For the Redmen, Tegan McKenzie, Jake Sass, Wyatt Overmiller, Tarek Kelch, and Benji Carr. For the Stockton Tigers, it's Jack Gasper along with Ryan Mojo. Also out there is Max Moffitt, Hayden Hillbrink, and Skylar King. Redmen basketball to start the second half. They go left to right on your radio dial here in this boys varsity matchup. Third quarter underway with Carr in the left corner for the Redmen. Inside for Jake Sass. Sass goes to work. Left baseline, too hard, no good. And an over the back call going to be called on Wyatt Overmiller. His second personal foul, first Redmen team foul.
Second personal.
7:50 left to go in the third quarter. The Redmen lead 44-5. Max Moffitt brings it up the court. Finds Mojo in the center circle. He works against Jake Sass. Fakes left, goes right. Still on the dribble as he backs out between the circles. Mojo to the left side to Hillbrink. Hillbrink on the dribble, working against Overmiller. Wyatt tips it out. Now it's stolen away by Benji Carr. Benji's third steal of the ball game. Finds Sass, up and good. Overmiller gets the assist. Jake gets 2 points. He's got 9, and the Redmen lead 46-5 with 7:15 left to go in the third. Max Moffitt brings it up the court for the Tigers. He's met in the center circle by Carr. Down to the left side to Hillbrink. Inside for Moffitt. Moffitt drives in, kicks it back out to Gasper. Out to Hillbrink, left wing, out front to Mojo between the circles with 6:59 left to go in the third quarter. Redmen leading 46-5. Mojo drives in. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by McKenzie. His 5th rebound of the ball game. Overmiller to Carr. Good. Benji now has 4 points. Wyatt has 3 assists, and the Redmen now lead 48-5 with 6:36 left to go in the third quarter. Moffitt gets a screen out front, dribbles down to the left wing, gives to Gasper at the left elbow, back out to Moffitt. They find Mojo between the circles, 6:24 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Smith Center Redmen leading 48-5. Backdoor pass for Hillbrink, tipped out and stolen away by Overmiller. Wyatt leads the break ahead to Kelch, right wing. Good to see Tarek back in there. He was shaken up in that first half. Foul going to be called on the Stockton Tigers, their first team foul. Second on Hilton Hillbrink. 6:06 left to go in the third quarter. Smith Center leading 48-5. Carr will inbound in front of his own bench. Benji looking, finds Tarek in the right corner. Wide open 3 for Kelch, just off, no good. Rebound tracked down by Tegan McKenzie. Carr inside, rattles out, rebound put back by Sass, good again, and then a foul going to be called afterwards.
Fouls on number 32, Skylar King, third personal, second team foul.
11 points now for Jake, as he'll shoot an and one attempt here. That foul was on Skylar King, his third. Sass's and one attempt is good. Jake has 12 points.
44,
Jackson Dunlap into the ball game. Skylar King going to take a seat. 5:56 left to go in the third quarter. 51-5, the Smith Center Redmen lead. Moffitt tries to split the defense, stolen away by Jake Sass. Jake on the fast break, layup is good. Jake's now got 14 points, unofficially the 20th turnover of the ball game by the Tigers, and Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers 53-5. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Mojo has it, drives inside, blocked by Tegan McKenzie, rebounded by Jake Sass. Jake brings it up the court, up the left sideline, left to right on your radio dial, down to the left wing to Carr, out front to Kelch, around to Overmiller, right wing, down to Sass in the right corner. Sass looking inside, skip past the Kelch left wing. Tarek again open for 3, just rolls out that time, no good, rebounded by Gasper, his 5th. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Mojo walks it up the court, right to left on your radio dial. 53-5 is our score. The Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers. Mojo works against Sass, crosses over at the left wing. Cut off by McKenzie. Mojo on the dribble, picks it up top of the key. Looking, hands it off to Gasper, tipped out by McKenzie. Gasper tracks it down, left wing to Moffitt. Moffitt looking, goes back out front to Mojo. 4:39 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. Smith Center leads 53-5. Mojo out front to Moffitt. Moffitt throws up a spike line three, and it's good! Moffitt hit the spike line three, and it makes it 53-8. Carr to Kelch, down to the baseline to McKenzie. McKenzie underneath the basket, and he's going to get called for a travel. Ian Doan and Davion Orr both coming into the ball game for the Redmen. Wyatt Overmiller takes a seat. Benji Carr takes a seat. 53-8, the Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers. 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. Moffitt up the court, working against Stone. Bounce pass in to Gasper. Gasper is going to be fouled. Second team foul on the Redmen. Foul is on Tegan McKenzie, his second. So Gasper will head to the free throw line. 53-8, the Smith Center Redmen lead. 4:02 left to go here in the third quarter. First one is too hard, no good for Gasper. He'll get set for the second one. It is up off the glass and good. He's now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. All his points coming there from the line. Sass gets it, cutting towards the basket. Tegan McKenzie gets the assist. Jake Sass has his 16th point, and the Redmen now lead 55-9 with 3:48 left to go in this third quarter. Stockton basketball. Moffitt has it. Out front to Mojo. Back to Moffitt left wing. He'll fire up another three. That one rolls out no good. Rebounded by Davion Orr. Ian Doan takes it all the way to the rack. He's got 10 points now. And the Redmen lead 57-9. 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Previous season high for the Redmen in scoring was 49 points. And an offensive foul going to be called on the Tigers. Their second team foul. Foul is on Ryan Mojo, his third.
Personal 13 foul. Substitution.
Mason Enix in, Caden Weltmer in, and Dylan Tassell all in the ball game.
Mason Enix. 31 Dylan.
Coach, Sass, and McKenzie all take a seat. Redmen basketball as they lead 57-9, 3:05 left to go in the third quarter. Enix to Tassell in the left corner, back to Orr left wing. Davion on the dribble to the free throw line to the right wing to Enix to Weltmer in the right corner. Looking inside, skip pass out front to Doan. Doan now to Orr, inside for Enix. Mason lost the handle on it, picks it back up. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Dylan Tassell, and a foul going to be called. Foul is on the floor though. Third team foul on the Tigers. Fouls on Zach Young, his third. 2:40 left to go. Enix in the left corner to Weltmer, left elbow, shot no good. Rebound fought for and tracked down by Zach Young. Young to Moffitt. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 57-9, Smith Center leads. They get it ahead at 2. Dunlap down to the right baseline goes Hillbrink, kicks it back out to Dunlap, tipped out and stolen away by Tassell. Tassell to Enix, layup good. 59-9, the Smith Center Redmen lead. 2:05 left to go in the third quarter. And now a timeout going to be called by the Tigers. We'll take it with them, a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Redmen basketball on KQMA.
And on Next Channel 165, the Smith Center Redmen YouTube channel. Great to see Aiden Lehman come out to watch the boys do their dancing thing. And to see Darcy out too after her surgeries and things. So some of the folks are healing up. Good to see. Thank you to everybody who's contributed. I'd like to thank Duke and Kathy Raby, Dennis and Kathy Anson, Jim and Donna Muck, Janet Seams Memorial, Connie Sink Trust, Art and Linda Beffert, Neil and Karen Herndon, Skipper Marie Overmiller, Marvin Shipley, Matt and Alicia Brown, Homestead Land and Real Estate and Auction, Sean Phelps, Broker, very beautiful downtown Smith Center, John Overmiller, Brooke and Kim Phelps, James and Barbara Sweat, and Dale and Audrey Seaman. Go Redmen.
Brink, Young, Moffitt, Dunlap, and Gasper for the Tigers. For the Redmen, Doan, Orr, Enix, Weltmer, and Tassell. Hillbrink drives in, kicks it out front to Moffitt. Moffitt back to Hillbrink. He'll put up a left wing three. It's no good. Fighting for the rebound. Young comes down with it. And then a jump ball going to be called. Jump ball goes back to Stockton. Minute 42 left to go in the third quarter. Smith Center leads 59-9 over the Stockton Tigers. Tigers need somebody to throw it in. Looks like it's going to be Jackson Dunlap. Dunlap looking, still looking. Finds Young. Left baseline jumper too hard. Rebounded by Caden Weltmer. His fourth rebound. Gets it ahead to Doan. Ian on the dribble. Going to set up the offense to the left wing to Orr. Davion inside for Weltmer. Left elbow jumper for Caden. No good. Rebounded backside Jack Gasper. Gasper outlets ahead to Moffitt with minute 20 left to go in the third quarter. Smith Center leading 59-9. Moffitt ahead to the left wing. Young going to put up a quick trigger three. No good. Rebounded by Weltmer backside. His fifth rebound. Doan has it out front to the right wing to Enix. Mason looking. Gets it to Weltmer. Inside for Tassell. Tipped out and stolen away by the Tigers. Unofficially. 10th turnover of the ball game for the Redmen. 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Smith Center up by 59-9. Doan tips it out. Moffitt touches it last, and they are going to say Redmen basketball. Doan forces that one, and it will be Redmen basketball. 46 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 59-9. The Smith Center Redmen lead by 50 over the Stockton Tigers here in this boys varsity matchup. Orr, left corner three, left it short, rebounded by Dunlap. 37 seconds left to go in the third. Moffitt directs traffic as he brings it across the timeline down to the left wing to Young. Young down to the left corner to Hillbrink. Pump fakes, drives in, shot over Weltmer, off the glass and good. Nice take there by Hayden Hillbrink. Got the pump fake to work, went around the defender, and got the shot up before Weltmer could close out completely. Tassell was the intended receiver, but Enix comes away with it. Now to Orr to Weltmer, left baseline jumper. Caden's shot no good, rebounded backside by Gasper, his seventh rebound. 3 seconds left. Moffitt, 2 seconds left. Half-court buzzer beater just off the front of the rim, no good. And that's how the third quarter ends. It's 59-11. The Smith Center Redmen lead. You're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA.
And on Next Tech Channel 165 is the Smith Center Redmen YouTube channel. Some of our sponsors are the People's Bank, Mitch and Tammy Holtis, Larry and Barbara Wilson, Carol and Wilma Berry, Ken and Diane Depper-Schmidt, the Holtis Boys, LD, Mike, Mitch, and Lyle Go Chiefs, Larry and Judy Burgess, Roger, Rockin' Roger, and Janice Allen, Joe and Betty Beffert, Dwayne and Otis Kettenberg, Larry and Annie Lambert, Pam and Big Hutch, Dennis Hutchison, Dave and Susie Hudson, Gerald and Janet Bouclair, Ken and Deb Weltmer, Philip and Jessica Weltmer, Dave Deese, Dakota, Dominic Kettenberg, Mike and Diana Rice, Greg and Tamara Frank there, the Farmers Union Insurance down there in beautiful downtown Smith Center. So thank you all you sponsors for helping us out to make good things happen here for USD 237. Lady Red and Redmen, like I said, will be in Ellis on Friday, and the boys will be at wrestling on Saturday. So come on out and watch that. Hopefully there'll be something maybe on the Norton channel. I think they have a YouTube channel possibly, but maybe they're on NFSHS. So if you have a subscription to that, you can watch there. So Go Redmen, go Lady Red.
Phoenix, Dylan Tassell, and Caden Weltmer for the Redmen. Hayden Hillbrink, Max Moffitt, Jackson Dunlap, along with Zach Young out there. Also out there is Jack Gasper, as Moffitt comes away with the steal. Again, we will have running clock this entire fourth quarter, so I think it's going to stop it as a timeout. Moffitt again, spike line three, and again it's good. Max Moffitt, 2 deep threes. He's got 6 points, and it's now 59-14, 7.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Sell has it inside, turnaround jumper, just off, no good, rebounded by Dunlap. Dunlap hands it off to Moffitt. 7:20 left to go in the fourth quarter, 59-14. Hillbrink left corner three, too hard, no good. Rebounded backside by Tassell. Doan has it out front for the Redmen. Around to Orr left side. Orr looking, finds Weltmer in the left elbow area, off the glass and good. Caden's got 4 points now in the Redmen lead. 61-14. 6:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Max Moffitt brings it up the court, directs traffic in the center circle, picks up his dribble down to the left wing to Young. Young looking inside, takes it one dribble, throws up the shot off the top of the backboard, rebounded by Ian Doan, his third. Ian brings it up the court down to the left wing. Now dribbles over between the circles, picks up his dribble, tipped out by Moffitt. It will remain Redmen basketball. 6:25 and counting left to go in the fourth quarter. Leonard Schlatter into the ballgame now for the Redmen. Dylan Tassell going to take a seat. Redmen basketball. Schlatter puts it up, off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound is on. Young comes away with it for the Tigers. Young throws up the three, it's no good. Rebounded by Enix. Enix hands it off to Orr. Davion brings it up the court. Down to the left wing to Doan. Down to the left corner to Schlatter, inside for Weltmer. Back out to Orr for three, no good. Rebound fought for and goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. Skylar King comes back in for the Stockton Tigers. 61-14. The Smith Center Redmen lead as Dunlap going to take a seat. 5:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to roll as Ian Doan will inbound. Finds Orr right corner. Davion drives inside and he's going to be fouled. Fourth team foul on the Stockton Tigers. Foul is on Zach Young, his fourth. Brent Wilson comes into the ball, will be coming into the ball game. Also in will be Reed Doan.
Substitutions for Smith Center, number 1, Reed Doan. Number 15, Joel Fagan.
Also number 15, Joel Fagan. Orr hits that one. He's got 6 points. Moffitt again, a deep three, that time no good, rebounded by Wilson. Wilson to Fagan, down to the baseline to Weltmer. Weltmer looking in, kicks it back out front to Wilson. Brandt on the dribble, left wing with it, out front to Doan. Reed on the dribble, back to Wilson, left wing. And Brandt going to get called for the travel. That's the 12th Redmen turnover. Clock continues to roll with under 3:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Redmen leading 62-14. Moffitt brings it up the court to the left wing to Young. He'll put up another three. Again, no good this time. Out of bounds it goes.
Substitution for Smith Center, number 31.
Dylan Tassell comes back in. Caden Weltmer going to take a seat. 3:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. And Ryan Mojo back in. Zach Young going to take a seat. Fagan inbounds to Reed Doan. Doan pushes it up ahead to Wilson, left wing. Inside for Tassell. Dillon inside for Schlatter. Up, no good. And rebounded by Gasper. Gasper outlets ahead to Mojo. 2:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hillbrink has it at the left wing. He drives to the free throw line. Lost the handle on it because he was fouled. Third team foul on the Redmen. Fouls on Fagan, his first personal foul. 2:20 counting left to go in the fourth quarter. Smith Center leads 62-14. First one no good for Hillbrink. And set for the second one now. It is good. Hayden Hillbrink has 3 points now. And it makes it 62-15. Smith Center leads here in the boys varsity matchup. Schlatter has it for Wilson. Wilson drives in, lost it out of bounds. Tiger basketball, minute 40 and counting left to go in the fourth quarter. 62-15. The Smith Center Redmen lead the Stockton Tigers. Mojo has it top of the key to Moffitt right side. Minute 30 left to go. Mojo thought about the three. Takes it one dribble now to Moffitt. Moffitt puts up the deep right wing three off. No good. Rebounded by Young, and he'll head to the free throw, or by King, and he'll head to the free throw line. Dylan Tassell picks up the foul. His first personal, fourth Redmen team foul. Skylar King looking for his first points in the ball game with a minute left to play, and the Redmen up 62-16, or 62-15, excuse me. Cannot find it there. Second one is good for King, his first point of the ball game. 62-16, Smith Center leads, 44 seconds left to go. Schlatter inside, shot too short, no good. Rebound tracked down by Fagan. Fagan passes it out, stolen away by Moffitt. He's in the fast break, his layup is good, and he's fouled. 8 points for Max Moffitt. Fouls on Reed Doan, his first personal foul. 20 seconds left to play. Moffitt heads to the free throw line for an and one. This is the most points the Tigers have scored in a ball game this year. Previous was 17. Moffitt's and one is good. He has 9 points, and the Redmen now lead 62-19. Reed Doan across the timeline. That's going to do it. Smith Center Redmen wins 62-19 to get their first win of the ball game, or of the season. And we'll be back to take a look at the game after this. You're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA.
And on Next Tech Channel 165 is Smith Center Redmen YouTube channel. I'd like to thank Paul Hughes for running the camera. I'd like to thank Olivia Lyon for helping me tote stuff. And I'd like to thank Jesse Ray for all the stuff that he does here to help out, along with Maria Manginelli and Maddie Sass, who helped out also. So, I'm Alan Donovan here. We'll be back on Thursday at Ellis. So, go Redmen, go Lady Red.